It's
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Silentpinkgamer.
Welcome back to episode 6 of A Silent Cast. It's your girl, Silent Pink Gamer, and we're back here with some more interesting topics, things I gathered around. So I hope you all are doing extremely well. And of course, guys, like this video before you, as you come in, even if you don't stay, just give this video a like. Of course, I want you to stay though. Like, share, and let's get into it. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is found. If you guys not a pop 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 pop. If you guys are not aware, Found is a series that you can watch on. Found is a series that you can find on Peacock. Right now, there's 2 seasons, and every Friday they upload a new episode. So, Found is where a group of lawyers, doctors, just good civilians initially helping to find the cases that nobody wants to find anymore. So, the reason why I bring this up, it's a really great watch. The fact that individuals that took time on their own that are not with the police, they're not with a special investigation team, except for themselves, of course, and they initially try to bring the children or adults or lost individuals back home to their loved ones. How do you not love that? I think we need something like that in real life. So once again, it's on Peacock, guys. I felt like I got up to episode 5, and so far I'm really, really enjoying it. I will put the lead actress on there. Now, of course, there's some flaws with it because, like I said, with me watching anything, there's not always just gonna be good. There are also gonna be some cons to it. For me, when it comes to a show like this, I do wish we hit more on a serious note. A lot of times, it does feel at times a little childish and a little rah rah, if you get my drift. And what I mean by rah rah is I never like the shows where the main character or the main woman has to be extremely aggressive. And I'm gonna bring up Charmed. Yes, the new Charmed. That's why I didn't really care too much for this character because she was always about male bashing. She was very against to get her agenda or her point across. She always had to male bash. She always had to be a a, a, I don't want to say a feminist because I don't think that's exactly what she's trying to do. She's just aggressive in her calls. If that makes sense, I'm hoping that makes sense, guys. I just woke up, guys, and I'm making this video, so bear with me. I just woke up. But regardless, it's just I never really cared too much for those women characters that felt like they needed to be hyperly or overly aggressive to get their point across. Yes, be passionate in your dream and be passionate in who you are, but I feel like personally it was a little too much for me. Now, I'm not saying have not be assertive, and there's a difference between aggressive and assertive. And that's where I'm not gonna lie, getting back to Found, that's where it drowned out a lot for me. But overall, I can watch it. I'm in tune to see who else they saved. I'm in tune to see what else new. I really do hope her cast member, I'm gonna show you, bop, 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 and her character name in the show. I really do hope they find her son next or get close to it, or if they haven't find it by the time we're finished with season 1, I hope they try to find her son in season 2 because I should probably put spoiler alert. Let me do that. Okay, so So, so I really do hope they get her son back. So that's a little bit about Fine Guys. Once again, check it out on Peacock. Every Friday, they update a new episode. They're on season 2 right now, so that means season 1 is completely finished. So definitely check it out and let me know in the comments what you think if you decide to check it out. All right, guys, let's go down into the next one. All right, so the next one, guys, did you hear? Come a little closer. Let's get a little closer. Let's get a little closer. You're gonna see all because I got no makeup on today, guys. I got none of that on. Did you know, guys? Final Destination 6 is on the go. Yes, Final Destination 6 is on the go. And the trailer is actually out and ready. So hopefully it's back to where it needs to be. If it's not, we'll work with it. But regardless of that, yeah, we're good. Let's go to the trailer. Uh, Once again, ignore all that. You don't need to know what that is. Let's watch the trailer, guys. Final Destination 6. Let's go.
My old man just died. I come in as a favor, and now they want me to lock up. Hey, 5-star review, yeah? Like and subscribe and all the things.
Alrighty, guys. So that was a lot going on. That's a lot. And let me just play this so we can get the date. Alright, Death Runs and the Family. Only in theaters May 16. Alrighty. There's a lot going on in that. So if you guys not aware, for the newbies and the new generation coming in, Final Destination is a series that started in 2000 where a group of survivors survived some very tragic accident or normally it's an accident and it all happens in different ways. So like for course spoilers alert again. So especially if you've never seen it because no one likes when I do that, but boo-hoo. Okay. So movie 1 initially the big tragic was a plane crash. A kid has a premonition. He sees the events before it happens. He saves about a good 5, 6 to 7 of them. And then initially death is following them. Like an annoying stalker or ex. Yeah, gross, right? So death is initially following them. So of course they're trying to in a way to save their lives by not dying. But normally, in the end, as you guys will see, I'm not going to try to spoil the end, but you get the drift. So each movie up until now, that's that's been their formula, and it's actually a good watch. Movie two was a big pile up on the road. Movie three was a roller coaster, and it's so on and so forth. Of course, I'm not going to tell you how each individual, but for the most part, you get the drift, and that was a great foundation for what they did. And I like how the foundation worked because initially it didn't get boring. You know how when you watch Scream, yes, the first couple movies, it starts to get boring. It starts to get drawn out. Yes, we all love Ghostface. Give it up for Ghostface. But the movie itself was very boring and it got really silly. Obviously, they made it like a comedy more so than an actual horror movie. And that's why, preferably, that's why I didn't enjoy Scream as much. But I liked that the last movie they did. They did it. That's what it should have been a long time ago. But we're not talking about Scream right now. So that's Final Destination. That was the formula. It's been 10 years since they actually brought out another Final Destination movie. And also, too, what's also very unique, it's also stated that they're changing the formula. So initially, like I said, remember what I said that they get in a male or female, one of the passengers have a premonition about what's going to happen, and they see it, they freak out, right? Oh my gosh, everybody's gonna. A few people get off the plane for whatever reason to console the guy or just console the girl to make her feel better, or they're scared or whatever situation, or like in the second movie she blocks off the traffic so the other people doesn't get hurt, initially saving some or most, and you get the drift, you know what I mean? I'm trying my best not to spoil it, guys, but I've seen this movies and I'm rewatching it currently to keep myself updated, of course. So I'm doing my best not to spoil it. So that's the formula. The fact that they're changing it, I'm so intrigued. Because did you know the guy that initially played Death was our beloved Candyman? Yes. And his name is Tony Todd. I love his name. His name is so unique. I enjoyed him. I'm going to tell you right now, though, that man is scary. If you actually looked at him, though, he probably one of the sweetest people in life. He has that wonderful death vibe. That's why he was perfect to being Candyman too. Shout out to you, Tony Todd. Rest in peace. Because I didn't realize he passed away, guys. Like I said, when I started working and stuff like that, I kind of got lost in the times a little bit. But rest in peace to you, my guy. But he played Death. He played initially the guys that kind of give him get the guide the teens or the people into the right direction to maybe help them survive or maybe help them get a little bit further. Like I said, I'm gonna do my best not to spoil what happens if you've never seen it. So before Bloodlines come out, guys, check it out and tell me in the comments, are you excited about Bloodlines? What do you think they're gonna do that's different? How you think they're gonna change it? And Bloodlines, are they gonna bring back the children of some of the deceased? Let me know. I'm curious. Or a relative maybe. And also too, the biggest question is, why is death after them specifically? Now that's the question. And also too, guys, what do we say to the god of death? Put it in the comments. If you know what that's from, you know what it's from, okay? So put it in the comments. What do we say to the god of death, baby? All right, let's move on. So another thing I want to talk about is, guys, on the 30th this month, guess what was released? Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. We finally got it, guys. We're finally here. We're finally here. And I'm super excited. Okay, so I'm not going to lie. I don't have the game yet. I will be playing it for you guys soon. But nevertheless, I did watch, like I said, support my fellow streamers. I did watch 8-Bit Ryan first. And shout out to him. But I didn't really care too much for it. It didn't show the case of game that I used to. So I watched a little bit of Jack. But then, of course, I'm watching Corey. Shout out to that. But regardless of this, I've watched the full game. And this is my take on it. So, of course, ahead of time, guys, spoiler alert. If you don't want to be spoiled, if you don't want to hear none of this, click off. Don't forget to like, of course. Like, subscribe. If you don't like it, like, subscribe, and move on. But if you want to stay and possibly get spoiled some of the deets, then okay, cool. All right, let's get into it. Chapter 4. Chapter 4, Poppy Playtime. So, of course, when they were discussing Chapter 4, they introduced the playtime critters or the nightmare critters, and that's Baba Chops, that's Maggie Mako, so on and so forth. And I'll put their names and little pictures on here as well. These little critters, right? And then we also got Yarnaby. We also got these cool characters. Now, my thoughts on Chapter 4 of everything I've seen, because I've seen the full game. I have a bone to pick, and it's a very big bone. The bone is, why do they make a trailer introducing a specific character, but then next thing you know that main character is barely there or non-existent, or they're not as interesting as the characters that they really didn't show. So let me give you an example. The show of Poppy Playtime was the Doctor and Doey the homie. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Doey the homie. Doey the homie, like he was the homie. Now he could still have time to, go against us, but I don't know. But he's a really likable character. He's funny. He's silly. He's down to earth. He has his quirks. He's actually he's quite amazing. I'm not gonna lie. They upped the horror factor when they were talking about Riley. I've noticed in a lot of horror games, Riley's a popular name nowadays. Shout out to all the Rileys out there. Like and subscribe, Rileys. But regardless of that, when I heard Riley's stories, I cried. Especially when I was able to enjoy the story. It's so sad because we actually get detail of what happened to these children and the process of what they do when the doctor chooses these children to be part and be created into toys. That is crazy and that's so scary. And I feel so bad for these children. It hurts my heart. And I love that they did that. That's an amazing, amazing point. And I love how we actually saw bodies. Yeah. They're spread out everywhere like Christmas trees. Like they're there. And I like how they did that too. They're upping the horror factor. But the bone I have to pick is Yarnaby, the face, the really cool lion yarn tiger lion thing. I the way he went out, really, guys. And then there was a part when I think it was 8-bit I was watching. No, it was Jack. It was Jack. Like when I say I watched a lot of people, I did. He wasn't even chasing him anymore. He wasn't like when they said the whole thing about Yarnaby is noise, right? The whole thing about Yarnaby is noise. But that's the thing. When the noise started happening, he was nowhere to be found. Is that a glitch? I think it might have been a glitch because he's supposed to be chasing us, right? And that's a bad introduction to the first release of this. And don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna play it because I love Poppy. I like, regardless of. See, one thing about me, guys, I don't know if y'all notice, is I can love something, but I can always look at the pros and cons of each and everything. You always have to. So I'm in the non biased thing. I can look at the good things, I can look at the bad things. It's just the way I am. And I'm disappointed about Yarnaby. I wanted him to hunt us. I wanted him to be on our behinds. I wanted him to be gnawing at our heels, kind of like what he did in the Vent situation. I didn't like how Doey, the Doe homie, basically initially helped us in that way with Yarnaby. I kind of wish he kind of stayed back a lot more. But it's okay, though. Like I said, it was cute to introduce to him. But regardless, let's move on because I could talk about Yarnaby forever, okay? But Doey the Doe homie, he can come to the barbecue. He got a ticket to the barbecue. Um, Found out Poppy is a sleazy ass like Sir Jerry's Jerry the Lost. He is actually one of my husband's dearest friends. He's been on a few of my videos, a few of my streaming, and he said it. He doesn't trust Poppy, and we have big reasons not to now. She knew about everything, if I understood that correctly. She knew about everything, and she stayed back, bro. She probably put her own self in that case. Okay, Poppy, just take the hand. Uh, But I like to see that the fact that there was like a little safe haven for the toys. It's definitely implied that these their souls, like a lot of the children that don't have a lot of control over their bodies. Initially, they're just vegetables. That's why you see a lot of the toys kind of just looking kind of lost and kind of dangling, kind of Like to think of that, just really think about that. They took these children that have no home, that have no family, and they experimented on them. If like guys, I'll put the script down if I can find it online. I'll put the script down of what Riley said about how her skin opened like flower petals and she felt the doctor touching her spine. Ah, ah. I definitely say kudos to the devs for making it upping the story, upping the horror factor to a point, and just really upping the obviously the graphics look beautiful. Now, some things I also gotta pick up on with. I told you guys, Baba Chop is my soul animal. My thing is, why with the critters? Why are we just getting them as kind of like a flies? They're just flies. They're annoying little creatures that pop at you and jump at you, but there's no really exciting factor to them or about them. I was so disappointed. I thought they were going to do something more with the nightmare critters. Why specify that they have these cool elements and they have these different personalities and different unique, like the fact that Maggie Mako is a freaking shark. Put her in the drainage. Make her to where she's pursuing you like a fish. Um, why not with the dragon or Raby Baby? She's a bat. Maybe the reason why she's called Raby Baby is because she has rabies. She can get you sick. She can make you vomit. She can make you pass out. Like, they miss so much. And just imagine a giant nightmare critter, like bat on the wall, just pursuing you. Same thing with Yarnaby at some point. Even the Meggy Mako, like, and make Baba Chops like the bad big bad with the doctor. Like they could have did so much with it, and I'm so sad that a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a couple times with a lot of watching this because it was boring in a lot of areas. It was a lot of walking and a lot of, like I said, can you did great job in a lot of areas, but can we come on now? Come on, don't kill us with this. Don't make it boring no more, please. Chapter 5, please not to make it boring. Like, the reason why Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 work so much is because though Chapter 1 was short and punchy, that's what it is. We did a little puzzles, but then there was Huggy Wuggy. And then initially, in the mid, almost, you can basically say mid-game, there's Huggy Wuggy chasing us, right? And same thing with chapter 2. Mommy Longlegs made her presence known. She did not give a crap who you were and what you was doing and why you were doing it. She was making it known. So keep to that formula. Make it work. If you're gonna make a big bad, make them the big bad. And also too, speaking of Poppy chapter 4, the big bad was the doctor. He was basically AI. He was basically AI. And how quick a lot of the gamers kind of went through the puzzle, he wasn't that challenging. Yes, there was some, um, they're called angel spirits. I'm probably saying it wrong initially, where the reason why you have to look at them so they don't move is because initially, weeping angels, bam, weeping angels. They made them weeping angels. I've seen this tactic so much. Let's bring it back to Five Nights at Freddy's. Weeping angels in the basement of Security Breach. We use weeping angels. Let's go to Poppy chapter 4 with Miss Delight. She was a weeping angel because you had to look at her and she'll stop moving. We use this tactic so much. If you're going to use it, do it differently. Please. But for the most part, chapter 4 was chill. It was chill. I'm still going to play it. I'm still going to enjoy myself playing it. But can we do something better with the nightmare the critters, please? I wanted to see Baba Chop at her baddest, man, and maybe they still can. Like I said, I could be wrong. Maybe in chapter 5 they're gonna do something else better with them, but I'm disappointed. I'm sorry. And also too, let's give a shout out to Kissy Missy. She's doing her thing out there, but she was burned to a crispy crack. She was crispity crackety crickum. She was crispity, and she looked she had a rough. So clearly something was going on. Like I said, I'm gonna do my best not to spoil it too much, but that's what I some of my feels on chapter 4, and of course I'll probably have more when I get in and play it myself. So stay tuned for that one. So of course, guys, let's dive out of the playtime and let's get into the next one. Alrighty, so the very last thing that I am going to be talking about is The Monkey. The Monkey is an original Stephen King's novel, and this is not what I wanted. So basically, the monkey, Hal didn't know where it had come from, but every time the moth ate. Okay, let me put on my glasses, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hal didn't know where it came from, but every time the moth-eaten monkey with the strange yellow eyes clashed his cymbals, dang, jang, jang, somebody died. An irresistible urge to make him turn the key. But that was before he knew what he could do. He thought he had gotten rid of evil thing once and for all, but the monkey had other plans for Hal. So initially, the monkey is about an evil monkey with the cymbals, and every time he plays his jingle jangle, his jangle jang jang, that someone dies, and it's interesting. So let's watch the trailer. Let's watch the trailer real quick. Let's do it.
Everything okay up there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, that's odd. I don't remember locking this.
You wouldn't happen to remember if my aunt had a wind-up toy monkey at the yard sale?
Oh, not a cherished childhood memory now, was it?
No, 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 no! The coroner said it was an accident, but it was no accident. It was a monkey. When I was a kid, my twin brother and I found something that loved to kill. I did everything I could to make it go the fuck away. But it had other plans. Hello, brother. Bill. The monkey that likes killing our family. It's back. It must be vanquished. Why don't you vanquish it, huh, Bill? Wait! We have been chosen to witness its power over life and death in its most devious ways.
The toy monkey?
It's evil. It's basically the devil.
Everybody dies. And that's life.
Oh, fuck.
That was the trailer. It wasn't even on, guys. Heh. Okay, so that was the trailer for The Monkey. And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it this more time around than the last time I watched it. It seemed more ominous and more crazy, and I don't know. Stephen King is just a special author. Shout out to you, Stephen King. He's just a special author, and check out his books. That's actually how I knew him first before any of the movies, and then it went from The Legend of Lears, Rose Red. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a big Stephen King fan. And the fact that they're really turning a lot of his classic stories into movies, I'm super excited for. I just hope it does it justice. Now, like I said, I've enjoyed it this time more around than the last time because the first time I seen it, it looked kind of silly. But then watching it again, it looked more scary. It's like that's why you always go in before you prejudge something once. You always go back in with a clear mind every time, because what if there's something you missed, something you didn't understand, something that wasn't clearly properly represented. It could be many different things why the first experience is probably not the correct one. So that's why watching this, it actually looks really cool, and I can't watch it. That monkey looked crazy. That monkey looked like he's on some kind of woo. But regardless of it, guys, I can't wait to see this. February 21st. So be in theaters, and I'm super excited, and hopefully I get a chance to catch it. And you know I'm gonna watch it some way or another because it's another horror movie. But regardless of that, guys, let me know in the comments of what your takes on the monkey. I'm excited to see this one. I hope they do Stephen King's justice. I hope Stephen King was actually initially part of making this movie, because I feel like if you're gonna take any author, any really great author, and turn their story, their book into a movie, get them. They know what they're talking about. They know what they're trying to do, and they can help you walk yourself through it. Um, yeah, speaking of that, we need to talk about scary stories to tell in the dark one day, but that's another one because I don't have a lot of great things to say about that. Though I do own the book. Yes, I own all three books, and that's actually one of my favorite books too. But once again, we're not talking about that right now. But I enjoyed that. So, guys, of course, guys, we reached the end. I do hope you enjoyed it. I want to say thank you for allowing me. No, 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 no.
Gamer, unchained free, techno queen, forever I'll be. Forever I'll be. Believe in me. Be my victim.